Thank you so much. You guys awake? Awake? These stories are amazing, so I know you are awake. I think I drew the short end of the straw going last, but then I think Johnny Gleason's just punishing me for not sending him a photo of me. So, message sent. I got it. Okay, we'll talk later. I'm Kelly, and I'm so excited to be here, and thank you. This last one, I'm so inspired by what's been going on in this room, and more than anything else, for me, teams have transformed my life. I was somebody different in '92 when I left than I am today, and it's all because of the teams that I've been on. So today I'm going to talk about those teams, because those teams have made me who I am today, and are the reason why I continue to try to give back. So first, my new teammates, right? The inductees here today. The stories are amazing, absolutely amazing. I'm so humbled to be a part of this group, to be a part of teammates that have gone on to do far more than each of us probably thought we would, and I'm so thankful to be here. My Tucson team, raise your hand right there, table 12 there. So my dad was in the hospital for 6 straight days, and he's doing okay now. And my husband texted my mom this morning and said, "Are you guys going to make it?" She says, "Is the Pope Catholic?" Right? But there was not a chance that Nancy and Dick, my mom and dad, would be here today. They are the people who sort of laid the foundation for who I am today in Team Walbert. So as I was sketching some notes, it made me think of all the times that Dad wanted to pull out napkins at dinner with X's and O's after the game, right, Dad? X's and O's, Cal, maybe if you would have run over here a little bit, or maybe if you would have come back this way a little bit. And so whenever I see a cocktail napkin, I think of my dad trying to make me better. And my mom and dad fight over who is more competitive or where I got my competitiveness from. So we'll let that one leave with us until we're all gone. So all of our family and friends there at table 12 have been so important to us, because nobody lives here in Tucson anymore with my mom and dad. And our family is Bob McCord, and is Karen Ashers, and is the Romanos, and is Jim Flannery. So thank you, Team Tucson, right, for laying the foundation for what was to be a really neat ride for me. So the next team was really Team South Point. Any Lancers in here? Woo, woo, that's right. I know. So I come from a long lineage of Lancers. In fact, my uncle is best friends with Jim Flannery. Jim Flannery was the dean at South Point, one of the best coaches, inductee from last year. Am I right, Mr. Flannery? And he also was my driver. What was that? My driver education, right? Back then you had to get, I think, 18 hours behind the wheel. I think I remember about 30 minutes. So Jim Flannery also helped me with my driving skills as well. But Team South Point, the teammates that I had was unbelievable, and really helped me continue to be the person I am today. My club team out of Fort Lowell, right, exactly, was the Fort Lowell Sidewinders. So we were one of the first teams to come out of Fort Lowell. 12 of us went on and played collegiate soccer. We started out as a neighborhood team as 8-year-olds with a German, Austrian-born coach. His name is Billy Egley. He rolled up to practice thinking he was going to be coaching boys, and I heard Heilige Biba when he got out of the car, when it was a bunch of girls. And he stayed with us until we were 18 years old. And you talk about a family, you talk about people who you would do anything with. Starting from age 8 to 18, they're now some of my best friends still to this day. So Team Sidewinders. And then I was able to go on to Duke and play. And without Billy teaching me how to cuss in German when I was 7, without Billy teaching me to look for rocks at Fort Lowell instead of practicing and learning about Fort Lowell and really what it was, without Billy telling us when we went to DC for a tournament, we have to go to the museums, my passion to go 2,000 miles away from home would never have been there without Billy, without Team Sidewinder, right? You've got to have confidence to be able to do that, and he gave me that. And then I went to Duke, and I probably was the biggest jerk of a teammate that maybe Duke had seen. And to this day, it was probably one of the best lessons I ever learned about what it really meant to be a teammate. And those teammates of mine taught me through great and probably difficult conversation that it wasn't just about me. I had never really learned that well. I'm sure people had tried to tell me that before. And I felt like I was reborn. Team Duke, Team Texas, Team Wake Forest as a coach, and then I ended up at Virginia Tech as the head coach, and all the while developing who I was as a human being on top of what I knew about the sport of soccer. And being at Virginia Tech for 8 years as the head coach, I was 28 and never been a head coach before, coaching kids that were 5 years younger than I, looking to me to show them what to do. Well, I learned so much more from them than they could have ever learned from me. And then there was a tragedy that day. 32 people died when we were training outside at Virginia Tech. And I've never in my life been more excited to be a part of a team than that day. Because it's in those moments that you need your team. And it's in those moments that you hope that you offer something to those guys that might make them get up tomorrow morning to be able to heal through sport and be a better Hokie even the next day. So Team Virginia Tech balanced me out. Thank you to those Hokie players for teaching me more than I ever imparted onto them. And lastly, it's Team Cagle. Dan said, don't make me stand up or I will seriously hurt you. But he's over there, and he's from North Carolina. I met him because of my adventures, because of the sport, because of the teams that I'd been on brought me to meet him and my family. Nancy, come on up here. She asked if I'd bring her on the stage so she could get a little fame for her too. So come on up, Nance. So we have 2 girls. One stayed at home for a soccer game. I don't know why that happened, but that was okay. And this is Nancy here. And I'm so passionate about teams. When I look at her, I hope that she gets to be a part of teams. I hope she gets to learn. I don't know if this is still on, my voice is loud enough. I hope she gets to learn what it's like to be not very good and then to be able to wake up the next day and want to be better. And I hope that that aspect of being a great teammate, which I know you are, will continue to help her grow and develop like I have been able to through sports. So thank you to Team Hall of Fame for today, for making me a better person. And thanks to you guys for being great teammates and not falling asleep as the last person. So thank you guys so much. Thank you.